This is a hard video to do because it's actually my fourth edit of this, revision of this. Never, never, never give up. And talking about being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, and going through hard days and challenges. And I've talked about my challenge over the last week about the hard drive. And I mean, some people will go like, so what, buy a hard drive, do that. But then I know for me, I don't have multiple systems and editing suites and all that I have hundreds of thousands of dollars that I can change systems and do that. And that's just one challenge. I mean, even today was like a storm where the power went out. I had people coming into my office and upset about different things, not about me, just what they're going through and challenges. And all this stuff is bringing up like personal challenges for me. Is how do I divide it up? How do I make sure that I'm on track of what I'm doing? Because at the end of the day, being an entrepreneur is so important of staying focused, not getting sidetracked by challenges that come up, negative feedback, trolls that are out there, people that you might have worked in the past that are coming out of the woodworks because you're starting to shine a light, and they're just negative people, whatever that may be. As an entrepreneur, you really have to put your feet in the sand and dig in deep and be consistent and not give up. You might have to be dynamic, but don't give up. And what I mean by dynamic is you might have to change your business model. You might have to change your product, your service. You might have to change your training, what you're training. All these things might have to change as you're doing your business because the industry is changing, people are changing, your community is changing, the demand is changing. All these things you have to be always on top of your business and what's going on, what the industry is asking for. When you do that, you're going to have to be dynamic. But you're going to run into challenges as you do that. And that could be technology, that could be learning curve. And even talking about myself, I just updated GarageBand on my MacBook Pro. And I did a lot of audio editing as I was doing video to clear up the sound and the background noise and everything along that line. Well, now they've updated, so now I have to relearn how to do that on my MacBook Pro because they're all new different features, and it's just a headache now. You're like, oh, I have to do that. It's a challenge. And maybe you get a challenge with your website's gone down, or a challenge with this, or who knows? Who knows what the challenge that you might be going through? I'm just kind of vocalizing it. Like I said, the power went on my building. I had to go troubleshoot that, and it ended up being the 260 amp 250 watt fuses that were for the building. It wasn't even my fuses or switches or circuits or fuses that went out. It was actually for the building, so I had to go troubleshoot through my place and then go downstairs and troubleshoot theirs. And what I found out was I had to figure out the two fuses were blown, so I had to go find them at Rona, bring them back, reinstall them, check the power, make sure everything was up, then get back up because I was having videos that were rendering out and had to redo those in the sense of not redo the video but re-render them out, and I was uploading and do all that and put all the text back in. It was a little bit of a setback, and you're sitting there going, oh, okay, this is still frustrating, this is a challenge. And then I had people complaining about the parking in the back and this and that. It was one of those days where you're almost at the point where you're like, okay, I'm done. Like, I want to give up. And me learning what I've learned through my business, through my growth, through personal development, doing different courses, I've learned a few truths, I'll call them. One, business is not rooted into this is all it's going to be. In this 2014, it's going to be dynamic. You're going to have to learn to change and evolve as you're going. You're going to always learn about new technology, new ways of doing it, new processes, new procedures, and you're a student of your business. Second, you're going to have to be really thick-skinned. People are going to make comments. They're going to be negative. They're going to do that. And as you become more successful, you're going to have people that don't like you. And that's just the thick of things. And it could be, and I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm human. There's people I've worked with that I've made mistakes, and I've apologized for them, and there's challenges I've gone through, and it happens. Right? And there's things I've wanted to try and strategies, and it just didn't work out, and it does happen. And then you learn, and you develop, and you go out, and you research, and you study more, because, I mean, with technology, you're always learning. And those people might come out of the woodwork when you're doing docs and presentations and go, well, that didn't work, and Brandon, you're an idiot. And I'm like, okay. And you got to keep that mindset as you keep going, that don't let people or any negativity throw you off. All right? Keep focused, keep passionate about what you're doing, and let it go, let it slide off you. If they have something of value, well, Brandon, that didn't work because you did this, but you're an idiot. But if you did it this way, it would have worked. I'll take the factors, the key facts there, and then go, okay, that didn't work, yeah, but this might work. I didn't know about that. Maybe I'll take that in, and thank you so much for your comment. I'll go check that out. The rest of the negativity I won't listen to because it doesn't matter. There's not any value. It's just they're trying to escalate myself and see if I'll get into a debate or an argument with them. And there's no point. Misery loves company, and I don't want to be around miserable people, and I don't want to be in their company either. So if someone's going through that, it's up to them and let them be. I just really don't have time, and I recommend if you're watching this, you don't have time either. You really don't. You want to be around, and this is me, I want to be around passionate people, people that love what they do. They might go through some challenges and they need someone to support them, be compassionate. I am there, right? But when they turn and they escalate it on me, that's when I have to say, okay, hold on, let's have a conversation here, and let's not, blame and what's going on, what's happening, is there anything I can do to help you out, or you just need someone just to talk to and to vent? I'm here, let me support you. Those things are important to have, those relationships, and be able to do that. If someone just really just negative, you suck, you're terrible, you don't know what you're doing, thank you, peace, I'm out, right? And you just get out of there, right? There's no point being around there. It doesn't matter if it's a business friend, a colleague, a potential client. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. Life is too short, and I can talk about that to the cows come home, how short life really is. I've been around people that have passed away, died of diseases. I've been around bad neighborhoods when I was younger, and watching the news and seeing what's happened to them, right? Just all this negativity. I'm honest, and I mentioned this twice. I've been almost died twice. I had a motorcycle accident, actually 3 times. I got a bicycle accident when I was 16, 15. I flipped head over heels in front of a bus and almost got crushed. The next one was motorcycle. I think 2-wheel vehicles are not a good thing for me. I don't drive one anymore. But I was in Orangeville, flipped head over heels, and I hit my head. Luckily I didn't snap my neck, and that would have been it. Right? Especially because I would have hit my cervical spine, and then at that you're done. And a lot of times. What else? The 3rd time I got shot at Jane and Finch. I was working security. So you can kind of see, and this was way back when I was looking to go in the police force, and that changed my mind very quickly. I realized that, yeah, it's great, I have a bulletproof vest, and even if I was a police officer and a gun, but they shoot me. And I'm like, I don't want to be shot, so I am out of here. That's not the type of career or job I want to get into. So I understand how short life is, and having family members that go through diseases and different challenges themselves. I understand we need to be focused on what brings us joy and bring joy to the people around us, and focus on first. I mean, we're first. Whatever brings you passion and joy and you love what you do that. Again, like I said, you might have to be dynamic, you might have to be smart, it might take some time. Don't quit your job, build up your business and build it up to a point where it's making revenue and it's covering your costs and your expenses, and then make the decision. The next thing is looking at, bring joy to others. What do you do in your business that brings joy to others? Right? The people you work with, your business friends, and if you call them clients, your clients. How do you bring joy to them? If it's bringing more money into their life so they can do more things. Is it something that they have a challenge that you're helping them resolve? Whatever that may be, right? Keep doing it. And just don't let things stop you, right? And I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm going to mention it here, is that challenges are nothing but things that, one, make sure that you're solid in what you're doing. Right? If you are running into challenges, dig your feet in the sand and make sure that you're like, this is what I want to do. Second is, learn from that challenge. What is it teaching you? Is it teaching that you have to be dynamic and change a little bit? Or is it teaching you something that's not working right now that you have to do something else? So for example, if you're marketing this way and it's not working and you're running into challenges, but if you go this way and you market, all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, it's so much easier and it's starting to work. I'm starting to get traction. So that's really it. I just want to talk about that today and just remind you, just never, never, never give up. So I'm out, and I will see you tomorrow.